So we're out doing a little recon today. This is north of Truckee off of 89. And last time I was up in this area I stayed at Sagehen, which is nice, but it's about 5 miles off the pavement and the road's pretty rough, so it takes a while to get back in there. This place is only about a mile and a half off the pavement. So, yeah, definitely worth checking out. Let's see what we got going on up here. So I'm up north of Truckee, California, waiting for the graphics to install on the truck. And I was down the road at a small campground, which is pretty nice, but it's the weekend and it's fully booked there, so I had to head out of there and find a place to boondock. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been out in an area like this solo. I think the closest RV is probably about 3 to 5 miles. There's no cell service up here. And yeah, I'd forgotten how quiet and peaceful it is. So it's a nice change. And I don't mind camping around other people. But invariably there's two kinds of campers, and there's people that make noise and people that don't make noise. I've got all solar, so I'm pretty quiet, but there's still a lot of people out there that depend on their generators for electricity, which is understandable. Solar system's not a small investment by any means, but still, if you're used to the quiet, generator's pretty loud, even the so-called quiet ones. I think generators are probably a lot like crying babies. Well, if it's yours, it's not that bad, and I just leave it at that. So yeah, this place out here is pretty cool. I don't know if there's any like bike trails per se, but there's tons of forest roads, and I'll be out riding and exploring all these. And yeah, it's great. I feel very fortunate to have found this place. I've got enough water and food. I can hang out here for quite a bit, and once they get the graphics all dialed in, I'll head back down the hill and get those installed. Alrighty. Smelled some smoke a little bit ago, and that's the first time I've smelled the smoke up here in a while. Now likely it's probably just a tamarack fire, which is southeast of here over by Markleyville. So it's possible the wind just shifted and brought some smoke up this way. But yeah, at some point I really need to get a weather fire radio type device for when I'm off grid and don't have any cell phone connection. But yeah, I was thinking about that. It's like, well, I'll just fly the drone up, and it's got a pretty good range, so I could just get it up in the air and fly a big circle around here. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, the reason it concerns me is that last summer I was down at Mono Lake, and what was it, the beach fire blew up down there, and I was at Sagehen Meadows, which is was just east of where that fire was, and I smelt the smoke at it's probably like 10:30 at night, and it made me kind of nervous because I was a good 3 to 5 miles from the pavement, and it would take me a bit to get the trailer all hooked up and get back on Highway 120. So I decided to hook up and leave that area because I didn't think I was going to be able to sleep that night with the smell of smoke in the air. I just would have been too worried. So yeah, I got everything hitched up, and I had my headlamp on, and sure enough, ash started falling out of the air. It was like just covering me like snow, and it got very thick with smoke. Um, so yeah, I was hitching up as pretty much as fast as I could and drove out of there. By the time I got back to the pavement on Highway 120, the smoke was really thick. Cal Fire was there, the Highway Patrol was there. They had the whole area blocked off. They wouldn't let me go to Lee Vining, so which was a concerning, because I only had enough gas for maybe, I don't know, 15 miles, 20 miles, and they told me I had to go to Benton. So I was heading out to Benton. This is maybe like, I don't know, midnight now, and heading out to Benton with just fumes in my gas tank, and made it there and stayed the night at the church. And yeah, since then I'm pretty careful if there's any smell of smoke in the air, and I also make sure I at least have a couple hundred miles of range of gas in my tank if I'm going to be off grid. So in case I do need to hitch up and get out of a place, I can go a little bit before I have to stop. Now, one thing I did do in this area, and I try to do, is look for a back door. So in the event I do get stuck out into a place like this, I can have a reasonable way to get the trailer out. Now, I'm never worried about getting myself and the truck out, because the truck's pretty capable, and if there's a Forest Service road, there's a good chance that I can make it out that way. The trailer, I have to be a little more considerate. And it does look like there's a pretty good road that goes from where I'm at all the way back over to the east side of the Stampede Reservoir. So I'm feel pretty good that if something were to happen, I could get out of here. But anyways, enough of me babbling. Let's get this drone set up and see if we see anything. The trees are kind of thick through here, but I think calibrate compass dance. Oh, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Looks like most of that smoke is over there towards Lake Tahoe, which would be the Tamarack fire, I believe. So I think we're okay over here. I didn't realize that landing this drone in all these trees would be such a problem, but yeah, it was quite challenging because the GPS coordinates weren't accurate enough. It was going to land it in the top of a tree, and I got turned around, and yeah, had a little trouble there finding the landing pad. Sleep last night. My batteries were a little on the low side, so I didn't want to run the fans all night, which is what I usually do. And there was some smoke moved in, so you get that smell of smoke, and it was warm, and so I'll probably have to be taking a nap later this afternoon. I'm sure it's safe here. As far as I can tell, there's no new fires. But it's just uneasy at night when you smell that smoke. It makes it hard to relax and get some sleep. All right, well, I'll get going on my chores here. Oh, I also gotta find out what's going on with the drone. I ran into a tree yesterday. Well, I'll get some footage of that together here in a little bit. So I was playing Star Wars, you know that scene where they're racing those speed racers through the redwoods with my drone, and yeah, I hit a tree. So we're gonna try to use the Find My Drone feature here. Yeah, did something. Okay. I'm not sure what this means. All they do is give you a straight line. So there's no north, south, east, west. So I guess you don't know if you're going in the right direction until you start heading in the wrong direction. Maybe that's supposed to be a metaphor for life. I'm not sure. So I know it's up this way though, so at least I have a ballpark idea of where it should be. So let's check this out. And hopefully she's okay. Little blue arrows still pointing in the same direction, so that's encouraging. Oh boy. Okay, we should be getting close. See, we're pretty much on top of it there. There it is. Okay. I don't see anything broken. Looks like this propeller may have taken a little bit of damage. Oh yeah, that's split right there. I don't know if you can see that. I have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, I wonder if I think I could put just a little bit of super glue or Gorilla Glue. Just a tiny bit so I don't change the weight. But anyways, I think she looks okay. It's a pretty durable piece of kit, and I think our friend the tree looks fine too. So I think all is good here. Thank you for watching. That wraps up my trip to Truckee, and I'll be heading on down the road. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave those in the comments. I hope to be adding some gear reviews, and of course I'll be going over all the modifications I've done to the truck and the trailer. So stay tuned for those, and hope to see you on down the road. Bye-bye.